My friends, I'm back. It is the Lego haul that just continues. It's May 3rd, and the hauls just continue. This is such a great week. Although, as the time of recording of this, I haven't seen the finale of Bad Batch. I'm after recording these and doing some editing and posting. I'm gonna go watch the finale of Bad Batch. So I'm super pumped about that. I did go to the Lego store, so I hope you enjoyed that video yesterday on May the 2nd. It absolutely was. It was an easy experience for me. I was a little worried about inventory, but got all the great deals. So check out what I got on the official May the 4th promo, which is actually starting on May 1st. Some people even it started like because of I don't know if it's like European time, but it actually started April 30th. People could start ordering. The online started to crash and so forth. Luckily, I was not caught up in that. Lots of great deals. If I was a Lego reseller like full time, I feel like there's a ton of opportunity because maybe sets are popular, but with all of the promos that you get with it and the 4x VIP or the insiders points, that's pretty intense of a deal. So let's get on with the topic. This is a Mercari haul. So in my description below, I have my code. Again, if you don't buy and sell either eBay, Bricklink, it's a lot of work and effort to do Whatnot. That's another platform to do. There are others. Some folks are downplaying, and Mercari is controversial. You do have to be careful with some sellers that are willing to sell Lego compatible or essentially fake Lego. I haven't sold much. I did have from when I originally started getting into Lego. I did have somebody or did buy some on like AliExpress just to check it out. I sold those off just to kind of move those on the cheap. So again, I never feel like I was ripping anybody off because it was, and I didn't, I said, this is not Lego. It's just, but for some kids, they may just want the characters and not care about like being authentic. For me, I really care about being authentic. I don't necessarily care if it's perfect condition. I don't want it in bad condition either. So, Mercari has been a great way for me to really collect the aftermarket, the sets that I missed, or if there's even some existing sets. I have done a couple of those, especially gift with purchase, where I didn't want to drop $200 to get a $40 set. So why not just go online and get the $40 set? You may have to pay $45 for it, but it's worth paying $45 because I just didn't have the budget to drop another $200 on Lego. Or may not have had. Yeah, it's just sometimes it's just really hard to fully play the game. But May the 4th this year, I had a budget. I played the game. I had some success. But in the meantime, I had sold some stuff on Mercari a few weeks back, had been slowly selling off some actually random things around the house. And I got to a point where I had just enough. The interesting thing, this is my first purchase since the new Mercari rules, and I will say it does make it tough as a buyer, and I hope they don't lose momentum in the market for the buyers. It's good for the sellers, but it's kind of horrible for the buyers. And the reason that it's horrible for the buyers is that, think about it like going to a restaurant, you seeing something that is $10, there's going to be tax. Okay, so add 5 to 10% of that. Then you also know you're going to have to tip, so add another 18 to 20% gratuity. But then those annoying service fees that they put, like, or COVID fees that you put on it. Now you have to count to that. So you've got the tax, you got the gratuity, you got the service fees, it's just as a buyer, it feels very like really tough to kind of navigate. So like a $5 item turns into an $8 or $9 item. Oh, and then don't forget about shipping. So you've got 4 fees. You got sales, tax, service fees, all sorts of like fees that are just piling up. So a $5 figure turns into a $12 purchase. So I would say one of the things about Mercari, and this is just a internet selling in general, is that the cost of buying is pretty high, although the value to even be able to get said item, like even a $5 or $6 figure that, I could probably go to Bricks and Minifigs, but that's like 40 minutes away. So I'm probably dropping a couple bucks in gas, to go, and then you make the effort and all that kind of stuff. Where here, I just sell some stuff, and then I'm essentially, then taking that as like store credit and then buying Lego after the market. So it's worked out super good. It's really helped me. I think I'm probably up to like $600-700 worth of Lego that I've gotten. And there are a couple cases where I've gotten some pretty good deals, especially used. You can get, like really good market rates, like a $20 battle pack you can get for $20 because even though it's retired, it's used. And so you're kind of, getting by that way. And some people keep things in good condition, so it's really worth it. So, all right, enough of me yapping. Let's get into this. This is it was packed in this fashion. This is a standard Amazon like bag. I don't think I'm going to keep it, so I'm just going to destroy it here. Let's just cut through it. Cut to the chase. Let's go. Okay, and then looks like, so we'll set that here. He did a kind of a mummy pack, I would say this is called, when you just kind of keep wrapping it. It's, given that this doesn't have any padding, it's good to kind of have some padding around it. This is probably a little unnecessary, but props to the seller for being cautious. This is a conservative, because also remember the packaging costs money too, so what I do when I'm selling, especially figures, is that, a lot of times I would have kept, like if they send it in a nice padded envelope, I use that then. So it's really helpful. And then I also will recycle this. I won't throw this away. I'll recycle this and use this if it's salvageable, which this should be. But whoa. All right, so we got one big layer. Now we're on layer 2. So they're definitely very cautious. Maybe it's just because, that is the fear sometimes, is that people are aggressive and don't. These are expensive figures in some cases. As you can tell, we got a figure starting to go like, I wonder who it is. The force is strong with this one. Let's see. I'm really pumped about this, guys. This is really an important figure. Kind of think about it as like an underrated character that I have a feeling is going to make a huge comeback at some point, or make an appearance. And this figure is going to go bananas if that happens, unless they come out with a replacement. Okay, let's do the inspection first. Always good to inspect. The only other thing is my sight is starting to go. Okay, it's got the old style Lego, so it's legit. Oh man, so beautiful. No cracks. It's a good figure. The only thing, and I knew this going in, so I definitely didn't. I tried not to pay a premium. That is missing the lightsaber, but honestly, that's replaceable. But let me bring this up close. We have none other than Quinlan Voss. He is just an absolute stud. Think of him as a Jedi version of Hunter. Is what he kind of looks like, and is the vibe that I got, because I think he is like the key. He is one of, like, Cal Kestis, Quinlan Voss, Ezra Bridger. All of these guys are like, these are like the key Jedi that are kind of left after Order 66. So he's verified still alive. So this is not a person who died and then they miraculously are going to bring back. This is a character who has been evading the Inquisitors for a long, long time, and is simply honestly, one of my. He's like a very mysterious figure that I'm a huge fan of, and now he's in my collection. So, man, this is just so cool to have Quinlan Voss in my collection. So, first, again, I'm gonna make sure to rate the seller. So let's see, rate the seller. I opened and accept. I'm going to say quick shipper, item description, communication. Thank you. It was great. Done. Confirm, submit. And so the seller was Ishtar on Mercari. Has sold like 1,000 items with a 5-star. Has like 16 4-stars. I mean, if you sell 1,000 times, you're gonna get a couple bad reviews. Looks like a couple 1-stars. How could you get a 1-star? Not as described. Oh, that sounds like just like whatever. Has a ton of different stuff for sale. It looks like this is very possible that maybe they have kids that are in high school or college age, and they're just selling off all their old clothes, books, toys. It all looks like, books and toys from like the last 10 or 12 years or so in clothes. So probably, again, it was all very reasonable prices. I did put in an offer and the seller accepted very quickly. So I was really happy about that. Quinlan Voss, this is a fair price without the lightsaber and really any of the, so Bricklink, I'm going to do a quick look at Bricklink. Bear with me. Bricklink, Quinlan Voss. Oh, wait, he doesn't have the right pants. Ah, shit. Maybe this isn't this is the non-printed legs. Hold on. Relax. Okay. Whew. Freaking me out. This is 2011. This is black pants. Whoa. Almost there. So there are 2 Quinlan Vosses. This is the non-expensive one. How's that? But I don't care. To me, like, I want the character. The other one is better, but I just want Quinlan Voss in my collection, right? Like, I mean, some of these characters that have gone to like $80, $100, like Grand Admiral Thrawn. Sorry, I'm just going to wait till, Lego's going to release Grand Admiral Thrawn again. It's only a matter of time. The only thing is the old one might be better, but honestly, like, just give me the character. I don't care, because what if I want to do a mock? And actually, he may end up in some of my mocks. So this is such a key figure. So used, he maxes out at about $20, goes for about $15. New or in really good condition, you see him selling for like $18 to $36. So it's really all over the place. And so it's kind of like, I'm sure some people are like staying hard at their higher price, and if you really want it, you kind of need to pay the higher price. I'd be willing to bet he's probably, if I was to go to Brickworld Chicago, I could almost, figures, they used to be $5. Then the minimum figure price was $6 last year for most Star Wars figures. I wouldn't surprise me if this year minifigures are probably all like $7 for like a Stormtrooper kind of stuff, which is getting kind of ridiculous, although it might stay at about $6. But a figure like this is probably between $15 to $20 at Brickworld Chicago. I got it for $17, and basically I didn't pay for it because I sold off random stuff. Most of it was actually my wife's stuff with approval, and then from there was able to grab Quinlan Voss, the just awesome Jedi. Wait, they said Quinlan Voss died in here? No, he didn't die. Supposedly Jabba the Hutt. Um, what the heck? I don't. His character is insane. But one of the big things that does show up for Quinlan Voss is that he does show up in the Clone Wars with Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is really cool. That's actually when he showed off his character. He has expert tracking skills. Voss and Kenobi ventured through the swamps because they were hunting down Zero, which is the was it like a long lost Jabba the Hutt's kid or something? um, Something really crazy. He was even he. So one thing is that he was willing to work with to meet his goals. He was willing to work with Sith. So in some cases, he's kind of a gray Jedi in a way. Um, and he also he liked to hide the fact that he was a Jedi because, at the end, that's how he worked with Ventress. But he was all about hunting down Dooku. um, so here it is that between 28 after the Battle of Yavin and 34 after the Battle of Yavin, Luke Skywalker noted the secrets of the Jedi that Voss was one of the Jedi rumored to have survived the Purge. So he was helped by, let's see here. Jeez, all sorts of weird stuff. Um Oh, here we go. So the underground movement. So this is part of the Kenobi show. He continued to help a group on some occasions focus on getting force-sensitive younglings away from the Empire. As a sign of his collaboration, his name was carved in Talia Durth's safe house. When his old friend Kenobi, having survived Order 66, entered the safe house amid Empire search for him, he learned of Voss's survival and aid to the group. So, in theory, in season 2 of Kenobi, if there is one, he could come back. He could make an appearance, which would be really crazy. I could maybe even see them killing him off. Looks like in some circles he ends up dying. Hmm. Yeah, he survived. Who knows? But he was okay. So okay. He has a whole nother home world and all sorts of stuff and amazing character. So big shout out and thanks to Ishtar and for getting me. And again, we'll take good care of it. It's gonna end up in Star Wars Mox, and be used. So there it is, another Mercari win. Boy, I've now if I look at what I've been purchasing lately, I was able to get Jana, get Quinlan Voss, General Pride. I was able to snag him for like $4. Was able to get a bundle with a Shadow Trooper and gosh, what was his name? We got Lego Ground, the one who's like the Guardian of the Wills or whatever. I forget his name. Can't believe it. It's I got Kira. We got Kanan Jarrus was the other one. So he's a very similar priced figure. He's a little bit less, although I've been seeing this same figure has been jumping up in price because some the Bad Batch actually put him into the begin. It was a young Caleb Jarrus when he escaped Order 66. Pelimoto. Yeah, I've just gotten so much great stuff. Like, this is amazing. And I've sold quite a stuff. I do have plenty on sale. I'm going to be adding a lot of things to my store here coming up pretty soon, and I'm really pumped. So thank you so much for joining me on my journey, like collecting all these amazing Sith and Jedi and bounty hunters and all these great Star Wars characters. It's so amazing, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.